Hello again. In this video, I'm going to show you how I make this guy. And this is actually a redo of a video that I did a couple of years ago when I was just starting out, figuring it out. And the video was a little bit rough, so I'm doing an upgrade here. And we're going to upgrade the bee as well, because if you see the color changes and how it staggers, we're gonna fix that in this one. So the colors that I'm using are the Burnett Baby Blanket, this is Buttercup, and this is Licorice. And then the wings are Sweet Snuggles Light, and I don't usually use this one because it's so fuzzy. Like when you're working with it and cutting it, you end up with all this fuzz all over the place. But it is super soft and it works really well for the wings, so we're gonna break my rule. So the other things that you're gonna need are, I've got a hook that's size H or 5.0 millimeter, stitch marker, scissors, yarn needle, and I've got a pair of safety eyes that are 12 millimeter. So we're gonna use those, and that's it. Let's get started. Oh, of course I forgot the stuffing. So we're gonna need some stuffing. So let's get started. Okay, I don't usually do a magic ring with this yarn, but I'm gonna give it a whirl this time. So we're gonna wrap it around, go in, grab the yarn, pull it up, pinch it, switch fingers, pull the yarn through to secure it, and we need 6 single crochet in our ring. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So far so good. Tighten it. See if we can tighten it without breaking our yarn. For the next round, we're going to do 2 single crochet in each stitch, also known as an increase. Let's find where that first stitch is. Right here. So we're going to do 2 single crochet in that stitch. And then we'll do 2 in the next. Two in the next. We've got 2 in the fourth one. 2 in the fifth. And 2 in the sixth. And now we're going to put our stitch marker in. Put it in that last stitch there. And this row we're going to do an increase every other stitch. So the first one is going to be a single crochet in that first stitch. The next stitch we're going to do 2 in the same stitch. The next one we'll do 1. And the next one 2. We're just going to repeat that all the way around. 1 in that one and 2 in that one. The next round we're going to increase again. But this time after 2 stitches. So we'll do 2 single crochet, 1 in that one, 1 in the next, and then 2 in that third one. We do 1 in the next, 1 in the second one, 2 in the third one. And we just repeat that around. We're going to do one more round of the yellow. So we'll need the stitch marker one last time here. And we'll just do a single crochet in one single crochet in each stitch all the way around. All right, we're going to take that stitch marker out. We don't need him anymore. And now for our changing colors, we're not going to cut our yarn. We're just going to pick up the next color and do it a couple rows, and then we'll switch back, but we're not going to cut the yarn. We can just trail it along. And I'm going to show you how we're going to do that. What we're going to do to change colors is we're going to skip over the next stitch right there. Don't go into that stitch, but go in here to this one and do a slip stitch. So just pull your yarn through and then pull it through the loop on your hook, and so it's going to look like this. We're going to bring in our other color, lay it right across there. We can take that and lay it across there as well. And we're just going to grab this yarn and pull it through. And then we're going to go right back into that same stitch and do a single crochet and do that all the way around. So we should have 24 stitches. Alright, looks like we got one more stitch there. Then we just go into the top over here. It looks like not here, but right over here. We're going to grab that. We're going to do our slip stitch, pull it through, chain 1. Now we're going to go into the next stitch and do our single crochet. We're going to do that all the way around again. Come together with a slip stitch. And now we need to change colors again. So we're just going to drop our black, untangle them a little bit here, grab our yellow, maybe give it a little tug, and just pull it through. Now we're going to go into that next stitch with a single crochet, and we're just going around again. All right, looks like so. We're just going to reach over, not in this bit, but right here in this bit, grab it, pull it through with a slip stitch, chain 1, and then just start single crocheting around again. All right, and then we just go over the top of that little gap there, grab the yarn that's at the top there, pull it through with a slip stitch. Now we're going to, after 2 rounds, we're going to switch back to the black. Give the black a little bit of a tug, just to keep things nice and tight. Do your chain there, and then we're just going to go into the next one and start going around again. Now we're going to want to grab onto not this but this. Do our slip stitch, chain one, go into the next stitch and single crochet. And we are done with the black, so we're just going to slip stitch. We can go ahead and cut our yarn. Grab our yellow. Make sure it's tight. Do our chain. Maybe tighten up that black a little bit too. And then just go into the next one. And then we're doing a single again. Now, somewhere in here, we want to put our eyes on. So before we get too much further, so find the bottom, and that's where our tails are. That's the back or the bottom. So this is our bee, and we're going to want them between rows 3 and 4. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're going to want about 5 stitches in between. That looks pretty good. Okay, got those snapped on. Of course, one more thing we might want to do while we're in there is tie those up. So you've got this one and this one. What I usually do is I just loop him under that little loop and then pull this one the opposite direction under the same loop. And then I tie over the top of that. And it doesn't have to be tight. You just don't want your stitches coming loose, so we'll just clip that just to get it out of the way. And you can secure the magic ring a couple of times. Just take your yarn and put it through your needle and go back and forth a couple of times. Turn them right side out. Let's finish this. Alright, and here's where we do our slip stitch, chain one, and that's the last time we really need to do that. So from here on out you can just, you don't have to finish the round with the slip stitch chain one. So for this next round we're going to do 2 single crochet and a decrease. So we did 1, there's 2, and for our decrease we're just going to go in, grab the yarn, pull it up, then go into our next stitch, grab the yarn, pull it up, and then just pull through all 3. So then our next stitch is way over here. We do 1, and we do 2, and then the next 2 we're going to pull together. So we're going to go in there, pull up the pull the yarn up, go into the next stitch, grab it, pull it up, pull it through all three. Now let's do some stuff. You want to stuff it generously, but you don't have to overstuff these guys. They're pretty cool when they have a little bit of a cushiness to them. And this round we're going to do the decrease every other stitch. So this next stitch we're going to do a single crochet, and then we're going to do another decrease. Single crochet and then a decrease. The goal is just to get it closed up. So then now we're here at the where we connected everything, where we changed rows. So we're going to go ahead and do decreases for the rest of the stitches till we're ready to cinch it off. So it's just every stitch is a decrease. Pull in 2 stitches together. Depending on what yarn you use, you might want to do an invisible decrease, but I'm just keeping it simple with this one. This little guy. And we'll do one more. And there we go. Cut a tail. Let's leave about 8 or 10 inches, maybe closer to 10. You don't want to leave yourself short. And if you need to, this is a good time to do some more stuffing. All right, you get it like you want it. Now we can cinch the hole. So we're just going to go into every stitch. Pull it tight. See if we can put another one in there. Then we're just gonna secure it by adding a couple of stitches, and then we can send that on through. For the wing, we are going to do a ring. So with this yarn, I'm definitely not going to do a magic ring. I'm just going to do a slip knot on my hook and a chain 4, and then we'll go into that first chain, grab it, pull the yarn through, and then pull it through the loop on the hook. And in this little ring that we've created, we're going to do 6 single crochet, kind of a standard with Amigurumi. They all kind of start the same, don't they? All right, once you have 6, and you want to do those kind of loosely, try not to get your stitches too tight. And we're going to go find the first one here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right here. We're going to put 2 single crochet in that one. So that's an increase. And we're going to do 2 in each one around. So we've got 5 more to go. And we just got 1 more round to go, and we'll do an increase every other one. So first we'll do a single crochet, and then find that stitch, and we'll do 2 in the next, 1 in the next, and 2 in the next. So when you're done, you'll have 18 stitches. You're going to want to pull this out. And we're just going to attach it to the body with this strand, so leave yourself a nice long tail. First thing I do is I like to take this strand here and run it down to this edge right here, kind of join up with the where the other ones started, like so. Now we will place those on top of the bee like so. There'll be about 3 stitches, 3 full stitches in between. And here's our eyes. So it looks like these 3 stitches are going to be in the center, like these 3 stitches. And this wing, I put them on this way. And you can also give them a little stretch, but you can also do it after you've put it on too. But this tail's coming out of here, so we're going to start it back here. It's going to fasten on like so. This one is just the opposite. Our long sewing tail is going to be, we're going to start it up here. So we're going to start this side over up here on here, and the other one back here. So these are our 3 stitches. This is the one where we're going to start, right back here. And we're just going to go in here like that. We go through the body, and then you're just going to go through the wing. Just come up here, go through the body, and down through the wing. Pieces, I just take the tails and tie them together. It all kind of hides nicely in this yarn. Just try to keep your stitches small. And this is why I have a rule not to work with this yarn. If I can avoid it. So if you're planning to use it outdoors. It looks like a blizzard. And then once you've got your buzz properly defuzzed, he's good to go. There he is. Buzz, buzz. That's it for now. We'll see you on another video. Bye.